Now, dive into the secret weapon that is really going to empower you to bend time as you know it, and even reinvent your reality: the third eye. It's bizarre, but the United States' former Soviet Union governments and various shadow organizations have been doing this type of research for ages, and have succeeded far beyond our imagination. Pineal gland is represented in Catholicism in Rome. They depict the pineal as a pinecone in art. The ancient societies like the Egyptians and the Romans knew the benefits and exemplified this in their vast symbologies with an eye symbol. The ancient Sumerians depicted the Anunnaki gods holding a pinecone, which symbolizes the pineal gland. It's believed that the Anunnaki know how to stimulate the pineal gland in order to extract its full potential, making full use of it. Many other cultures know about the secret power of the third eye, and they know how to use it. A pineal gland reference is also on the back of the US dollar bill, with what's called the all-seeing eye, the famous Illuminati symbol, which is a reference to the ability of an individual or group of individuals to use this gland and go to the other side of the spiritual world, and possibly control the thoughts and actions of people in the physical world by knowing what they're thinking at all times. René Descartes was onto the pineal gland and called it the principal seat of the soul, and believed that it was the point of connection between the intellect and the body. This is most likely to tapping into your higher self and the universe. There's some rather fascinating overlapping facts that surround this little gland. As it turns out, the pineal gland appears in the human embryo at 49 days of gestation, and 49 days is also the time that the Tibetans believe it takes for one soul to reincarnate and move on to the next. Embryos' differentiation into male and female also occurs at the 49-day mark. Now that's some seriously interesting similarities right there, right? Most importantly, the pineal gland is the part of your brain that allows you to connect to a higher state of consciousness. It does this through the production and secretion of a compound called dimethyltryptamine, or DMT for short, which is like a chemical cousin of serotonin and a profound hallucinogen. There are a few ways that your pineal gland is triggered to secrete DMT. One of these is when it's under extreme duress or stress. Although it's usually well guarded from stress, you can stress it out. And one of those most stressful times we can experience is death, or a near-death experience. When someone's close to death, the last thing they're aware of is this huge release of DMT in their body that can lead to the experience of separation between your body and your consciousness. Basically, an out-of-body experience, which acts as a catalyst for near-death experiences. In essence, DMT includes the machinery of the afterlife to literally spring into motion, also known as the God molecule or the spirit molecule. This allows contact with non-human or godlike beings under the compound's influence. It can happen when you're dreaming, a temporary disconnection from the physical body that allows you to traverse higher realms. In this state, you're no longer bound by restrictions of time or conventional laws of physics. Your pineal gland acts as a virtual door or portal to directly connect you to the universe and cosmic consciousness, while your spirit can then use this gateway to connect with the universe and make something a reality. Imagine one day you can download the information from the universe, just the same way as the Matrix. When she needed to learn how to fly a helicopter, and she downloaded this information from the software, and instantly she knew how to fly it. Anyone can do it. You can do it through deep meditation and exercise, focusing on the pineal gland, and doing a lot of the death meditations that we've talked about. Some will be quicker than others. Some will take longer, but it can come to you. In the late 90s, a scientist by the name of Jennifer Luke carried out the first study of the effects of sodium fluoride on the pineal gland. She determined that the pineal gland was located in the middle of the brain, a target for fluoride like a magnet. Consuming fluoride calcified the gland and made it no longer effective in balancing the entire hormonal processes through the body. The sodium fluoride goes directly to the most important gland in the brain, destroying our abilities to connect to the higher frequencies and unlock our full potential. Sodium fluoride is put in 90% of the water supply and exists in our food, and it's in almost every toothpaste which we use daily. And this huge conspiracy towards humans simply makes us easy to control and easy to obey. We're not talking about a conspiracy theory. You take away the seat of the soul. This disconnects our oneness with our being and power of our source, our spirituality, and turns us into a mundane slave of secret societies, shadow organizations, and the control-freak corporate world. Here's an amazing quote from Buddha himself. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they've been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it.